The person you were 10 years ago is a stranger you are deeply embarrassed to have been. You look at photos of them. You read their old text messages. You flinch. They were naive. They were awkward. They were, in a word, cringe. But this creates a terrifying mathematical certainty. One of them is watching you right now. You think you are done. You think you have finally arrived at the correct version of yourself. The finished product, the software update that fixed all the bugs. You dress better now. You speak smarter now. You do not make those rookie mistakes anymore. You are safe. You are secure in your current identity. But it is a trap, a cognitive blind spot, because the you reading this is already dead. They are already the embarrassing past self of a future stranger, a stranger who shares your name, a stranger who will look back at what you are wearing today, at what you are worrying about today, and they will wince. You are somebody's cringe. You just haven't met them yet. Psychologists have a name for this trap. They call it the end of history illusion. In 2013, Harvard researcher Jordi Koidbach ran a massive study. 19,000 people, ages 18 to 68. He asked them to predict how much they would change over the next 10 years. Their values, their personalities, their tastes. Everyone across every age group predicted the exact same thing. Nothing. They believed they were finished. They believed they had finally become the person they were always meant to be. They believed history had stopped with them. But when Koidbach asked them to look backward, to measure how much they had actually changed over the last 10 years, the results inverted. They had changed entirely. Their past selves were unrecognizable. We are walking contradictions. We treat our past like a messy, rough draft, but we treat our present like it is carved in stone. It is arrogance, pure, blind arrogance. You are not a statue. You are a moving target. The music you listen to right now, the political opinions you defend so fiercely, the haircut you think finally frames your face perfectly. It is all temporary. It has a shelf life, and the clock is ticking. This brings us to the second mechanism, the phantom audience. When you cringe at a memory, what is actually happening? You remember a joke that didn't land, an outfit that didn't work, an argument where you were entirely wrong. Your stomach drops. Your heart beats a little faster. You physically wince. You might even mutter a word out loud to break the thought. But who is judging you? The people in the memory? No, they forgot about it years ago. They do not care. They are busy cringing at their own lives. The only person judging you in that moment is you, specifically the future you. Cringe is not a social emotion. It is a temporal one. It is the friction between who you were and who you are. It is the sound of a paradigm shifting. Without the phantom audience, you would never know you had grown. You would just repeat the same mistakes, over and over, a loop of perfect, blissful ignorance. But you don't. You suffer the memory, because the suffering is the receipt. It is the proof of purchase for your maturity. But there is a problem. The timeline is collapsing. Welcome to the cringe horizon. It used to take a decade to look back and cringe. You had to wait to find a physical photo album. A dusty diary in a cardboard box. Distance offered protection. Not anymore. You live in a digital panopticon. Your past is entirely documented, time-stamped, searchable. Your thoughts from 5 years ago pop up as daily memories on your phone. A relentless algorithmic ghost. Your arguments from last month are immortalized in screenshots. Your awkward phase is not buried in a closet. It is hosted on a server in a desert somewhere. The cringe horizon has shrunk. You don't need 10 years to feel it anymore. You can cringe at an email you sent this morning. You can cringe at a conversation you had 5 minutes ago. The words leave your mouth and hit the air dead. The feedback loop is instantaneous, and it is exhausting. You are constantly dodging your own shadow, trying to curate a flawless present, trying to act in a way that won't embarrass you tomorrow. You script your texts, you rehearse your casual remarks, you try to outsmart time, but you can't, because the rules of the game will change. The culture will shift, the slang will die, the context will vanish, and you will be left holding the bag, looking ridiculous. Again. And here's the beautiful, terrifying truth. You are supposed to. If you look back at yourself from 5 years ago and feel nothing, if you feel pride instead of mild embarrassment, you have failed, you have stagnated, you have stopped moving. A lack of cringe is a lack of growth. It means your end of history illusion became a reality. You actually did stop. You became a fossil. Cringe is the pulse of a living identity. It means you are moving forward. It means you are shedding skin. It means you survived the person you used to be. The fool who thought they knew everything. The idiot who broke their own heart. You outgrew them, so let the future version of you be embarrassed. Let them roll their eyes. Let them shake their head at the things you care about today. They have that luxury because you did the work. You survived. You are building the bridge they get to walk across. You are carrying the weight. You are taking the risks. You are making the messy, awkward, necessary choices. You are the rough draft they get to edit. There is no final version. There is no perfect you waiting at the end of the timeline. There is no statue to carve. There is just the next iteration, and the next, and the next. You are somebody's cringe, and that means you are alive.
Probably.